really push it too much right now, but let's see what we can do here. Woo! Look at that whistle. That whistle is crazy. You hearing that whistle? Today we find ourselves back in the cockpit of one of the legends from the early 2000s, the R230 SL Roadster. Designed by a team assembled by Mercedes-Benz, supervised by Bruno Sacco. Peter Pfeiffer and Steve Matten are also credited with the final design you see today. We spoke about Steve Matten in previous episodes, highlighting his involvement in the design of the W210 and the W220 chassis, making him a key figure of the design language we saw at the turn of the millennium. The R230's sleek, refined look was a stark departure from its predecessor, the more angular R129, considered Bruno Sacco's crown jewel. In our previous episode, we introduced the world to the SL55 Super Wide Edition, an unrecognizable version of the R230 Roadster, not yet seen by the world. So if that was your first introduction to the R230, you may have a skewed idea of what the R230 truly looks like. This SL55 is the closest R230 in our collection that resembles the original SL55, minus a very obvious modification added to the front hood. The leap began with the R170 SLK model, unveiled in 1996. When Mercedes introduced for the first time a folding hardtop that would retract into the trunk, setting a new standard for Mercedes convertibles. Finished in an amber red metallic paint coat 548U over black anthracite leather, this SL55, the AMG variant of the 230, was purchased as an AMG SL model by its original owner, who sent it to Florida tuning outfit RENNtech for unimaginable upgrades. We've covered RENNtech extensively over the years and in recent videos with our W210 E60 comparison video, but RENNtech reigned supreme in the early 2000s, and anybody who had a flagship Mercedes sent their car to the tuning megalodon of South Florida. This SL55 is one of only 9 cars produced with a bespoke RENNtech power package and one of only 4 produced for the US market. The AMG M113K engine, which already generates 493 horsepower, was further modified by RENNtech, taking it to 650 crank horsepower at 6,250 RPM and around 600 pounds of torque at 4,500 RPM. Now let's park it up and take a closer look at this incredible RENNtech machine. Back at Fort Lauderdale Beach with this beast of a legend right here, the R230 SL55, but this time remodified by RENNtech. This gorgeous amber paint looks more like a burgundy, but a very elegant, understated look for the SL55, a color we don't often see on the R230. Now let's start at the front bumper as we always do. This is the AMG front bumper, and we have the sensors in the front, something that was taken away from the VIT. The VIT is more wide and more extreme of a body with no sensors in the front, more of a radical look for the SL55. This is how AMG designed the bumper out of the factory right here, a gorgeous front bumper, and we have the grille and these beautiful dual bug-eyed lights like we talked about earlier, but now joined together with the same look as the SLR McLaren. Now these aged very well over time, and here we see the air scoop that brings cold air directly into the engine. This is an obvious modification that tells you this is not a stock SL55. Coming to the side, we see these beautiful 19-inch Chromadora AMG wheels in a silver finish, a beautiful contrast to the amber metallic paint. And we see the AMG high-performance brakes needed to slow down this insane flagship tuned by RENNtech. We have the AMG side skirts to go with the rest of the AMG front and rear bumper. AMG package always needed on the SL55 to take it to the next level. We're gonna fold the top right now and let's see all the technology that it took to make a top disappear in the early 2000s. Boom, just like that, we are topless in the R230. Hey, what an incredible feat of engineering to make the top disappear so easily in your latest Mercedes convertible. Now, moving along to the back, we see the gorgeous look of the R230 with the badging SL55. Over 20 years ago, this was released and it still looks very modern today. A beautiful wing that complements the rest of the lines. And we have the RENNtech badge. Of course, if you're behind this car and you see the RENNtech badge, you already know it's a problem. AMG SL55 rear bumper with the sensors. Quad AMG exhaust with a beautiful note. This one, a more subtle note, something more classy for the AMG enthusiast. Now, another cool quirk about the R230 convertible is when you open the trunk, you can still see the hardtop visible right here. And you still have room to have things put under here. And it's not compromised with the whole hardtop folded into here. What an incredible feat of engineering by Mercedes that still reigns true today in the current SLs. Now, this is a luxury roadster, so we do have the heated seats and we have wood grain. All the appointments you would expect in a luxury Mercedes. You have the wood trim, leather work, and great stitching all around. This is high quality work by the craftsmen at Mercedes. And of course, the interior is riddled with AMG badging. It has the ABC Sport suspension, an option to keep your ride smooth and more stable when you're on the road, especially when you're pushing 650 horsepower in your RENNtech Beast. Now let's pop the hood and see the masterpiece created by AMG and then further modified by RENNtech. And voila! The M113K supercharged AMG engine further tuned by RENNtech. Now, the original M113K had the air intakes coming from the sides here and bringing in air that actually got warmer as it got to the engines. So RENNtech worked around that and created this massive air scoop right here, and it brings the cool air directly into the Mushroom HKS air filter right here that cools down the whole engine. Is housed in this custom-made carbon fiber shroud that was specifically made for this setup, and it's attached to the throttle body, making it a perfect fit for this new system created by RENNtech. It's an amazing modification that is needed when you take this engine and push it to its limits. Other upgrades not visible to the naked eye is the upgraded computers and the upgraded pulley system to accommodate all the additional power added by the modification. Now that's it for the SL55 by RENNtech. Now let's take it back on the road and see what we can do in this incredible time machine. All right guys, let's see what it feels like to push the RENNtech. You have traffic, we're in suburbia, so we can't really go crazy, but this is an incredible machine. Wow, a whole different experience than the stock SL55 AMG. You really feel that extra 150 horsepower. When you use the paddle shifters, you really feel the power. Look at that whistle. That whistle is crazy. You're hearing that whistle? It almost sounds like the cops are behind us, but that's actually the supercharger on this incredible vehicle. Now, one of the added features that really took the R230 to the next level is the paddle shifters that helps you control the 5-speed transmission, really experiencing all the power output that this engine has to offer. 650 horsepower, what an insane mod. Now you see me sweating in the Florida sun. It's a hot day today in sunny South Florida. Top down on the R230, really experiencing what the Mercedes Roadster was about from its inception. This two-seater right here, exposed to the wild, an incredible specimen, and it looks amazing. People are pointing at it, asking questions, and it always looks great. A timeless design by Bruno Sacco and the team at Mercedes-Benz. Now the paddle shifter really helps you navigate the power in the M113K. You really activate the exhaust system and you start hearing the sounds, and then the superchargers just sound incredible. There's nothing like hearing the whistle from the superchargers and the M113K, and then with the RENNtech tune, it's just a whole nother dimension that you've really never been in. The power felt while driving this masterpiece created in symphony between Mercedes, AMG, and RENNtech. You can truly feel the culmination of the pinnacle of what was possible in that period. The design, engineering, and all the aura from the early 2000s Mercedes can be all experienced simultaneously while driving an SL55, let alone this highly modified beast of a roadster. If you own an SL55, you already know that the 493 horsepower M113K is already so powerful that you're left satisfied from a driver's perspective every time you get behind the wheel. But the added power by RENNtech really takes you into a whole new universe, which is what RENNtech is all about. Now this one has the hardtop version, but many models have the panoramic roof, which is also in our VIT Super Wide Edition. And with the panoramic roof, even with the top up, the panoramic roof keeps you engaged with your surroundings, elevating the fighter jet feel and experience of owning one of Mercedes' greatest creations, the SL AMG Roadster. R230s are rising in value right now, so if you have a chance to pick one up for a decent price, you should do it, especially the AMG variant. Check out plushauto.com, our trusted partner in the Benz game. You never know, an R230 unicorn might pop up and you might have to snatch that up. Pick up some new Patina Collective merch, new drops coming soon, and of course, all the great drops you already love available now on the site. Museum open now, tickets on sale, patinacollective.com. Make sure to check it out. Let us know what you think about the RENNtech SL55. Drop a comment, like, share it, and of course, if you haven't already, subscribe.